Houston Texans, the line across their 2025 sunset, up there at 9.5 wins. After winning 10 games in 2024, good enough for another trip to the playoffs, good enough for another AFC South crown.
Let's go!
Taking the division again is cool, but C.J. Stroud's rookie year gave the impression that some 12-win, deep playoff run seasons were on their way.
The Houston Texans get to their 10th victory, 23-14, and head for the playoffs.
Stroud's 2024 stats were blah. Now, Walter Socek would tell you his subpar year was tied to rolling out there naked. He needs his top receivers to avoid missing significant time like they did a year ago, and he needs his O-line to stop taking back alley handshakes with opposing pass rushers.
Oh, he's hit, and he's stacked! Right now we're playing naked. Let's play our game, one play at a time. Lean on your brother, bro.
No more Laramie Tunsil at left tackle. That could leave a mark, but Cam Robinson does mitigate it some. Shaq Mason was blamed for 10.5 sacks by Next Gen Stats, so adios to him. This group has the Riddler scratching his head still, which is why they used a second-round pick on Ariante Ursary.
There's a massive human being here, outstanding size, and he's got an anchor. You want to try and rush through his chest, you're going to have problems. The issues show up when he goes against the more athletic guys who can redirect him, get him going one way, and have to turn back the other way.
Under 22 points per game on offense, 22nd in yards per game, 26th in the red zone. Their big uglies can't play ugly again if they're going to improve.
C.J. Stroud is intercepted!
Stroud still has Nico Collins to throw to, comes off a Pro Bowl year despite only playing 12 games, 1,000+ yards back-to-back seasons.
Stroud throwing back of the end zone. Touchdown, Nico Collins, as Houston goes in front of Jacksonville.
Tank Dell had his sophomore year cut short after 14 games, 660+ yards, over 50 catches before getting hurt.
Back to the air for Stroud. Stops, deep shot, Stroud, end zone, caught!
No more Stephon Diggs. Houston barely knew ye. Close to 500 yards in his 8 contests.
CJ stepping to his left, throws to the end zone, caught Diggs!
They added a couple of vets, Justin Watson from Kansas City, Christian Kirk from Jacksonville, injury-plagued 2024, between 750 and 1,100 yards 3 years in a row prior to that.
Caught by Christian Kirk near the pylon, touchdown!
And they picked up 2 blokes in the draft, Jaden Higgins in the 2nd round.
Look, I watched him right after I watched Ted McMillan, and I did not think there was a lot of difference there. I think there's some things he actually does better than McMillan, who we saw go in the top 10 of this draft.
Jalen Knoll in the 3rd.
So if you're C.J. Stroud, man, get out the Iowa State tape and watch these two guys go to work. I'm a big fan of both their games. I thought they were both top 50 picks. Knowles got speed.
Tight end Dalton Schultz rolls in off a 500+ yard year.
Flowing to his right, he's got his man Schultz, 5, touchdown! And the Texans are on top, 23-6.
John Mechie, 250+ yards as a spare part. Joe Mixon, 300+ receiving yards, plus his 5th 1,000-yard year in his last 7 campaigns.
Mixon starting left and taking it straight ahead for the touchdown. Joe Mixon across the goal line, his 2nd of the day.
I'm a big dog. I'm a big dog, man.
No way around it. Houston needs more from its offense to become a threat. Its defense, not as much room for improvement, though the pieces are in place for that group to elevate to elite territory.
Williams in trouble. Williams trying to scramble out of it, and he's still on his feet. He's finally brought down.
Few teams have the DB pass rush combo Houston does. Held teams to 21 points per game, solid, but they can lower it. 6th fewest yards per game, 5th most takeaways, 6th best on 3rd down, 4th lowest rate allowed to quarterbacks, 2nd most INTs, hardest team to complete a pass on.
On 3rd down and 3, snap to Love, quick throw right side, broken up and intercepted. And the Texans get the first turnover of the day.
Their DBs assisted by a front that was 4th in sacks, 2nd highest pressure rate.
Richardson in trouble, and Richardson's going to be sacked. Will Anderson Jr. and Daniil Hunter get him. The ball comes out. There's a scrub for it.
Linebacker Henry T, cornerbacks Derek Stingley, Jalen Petrie, Kamir Lassiter, safety Kalen Bullock, linebacker Will Anderson. That's a scary core and a scary front 4. Anderson going for 11 sacks in his 2nd year.
Devoured brought down. Another sack for Will Anderson. 2 in the first half.
Daniil on the other side, the hunter tracked down 12 quarterbacks, has caught up to his prey 10-plus times 3 straight years.
Look out, here they come. Hunter knocked it away and vacuumed in by Edwards. Turnover.
On the inside, Tim Settle comes off a 5-sack, 10 QB hit run, set a career high in QB hits and tackles.
Darnold rush coming. Darnold is sacked back at the 31-yard line by Tim Settle.
They brought back defensive tackle Sheldon Rankins, only 7 games last year, gave the Texans 6 sacks in 2023.
And he's going backwards again.
Vet Danico Autry sealed the deal 3 times, has potential for more, and vet Derek Barnett gave him 5 sacks off the bench.
One-on-one with Derek Barnett, and he comes in, makes the play, and then he's also able to get it after it bounces around and run it in.
Quarterbacks have to dodge Anderson and Hunter up front, then avoid Bullock, Lassiter, and Stingley when they let it fly. Texans fans claim Stingley is the best in the game. Who can argue? First-teamer in his second year, 5 picks, no corner with a lower rate allowed.
He was step for step with arguably the fastest player in the NFL.
So pick on the other guy, right? Good luck. Lassiter, sub-70 rate, 3 INTs, 10 passes defensed as a rook.
Intercepted! He's trying to get it to Laporta. Lassiter has back-to-back picks.
Nickel cornerback Jalen Petrie, another dude heading into his year 3, got his hands on 8 passes as they moved him from safety to the slot.
Picked off! Petrie at the 10! What a disaster for the Colts!
Bullock, the best rookie of 2024 you might not have heard of, 5 interceptions, held his targets to a 39 rate, 3rd lowest in the league.
Time and intercepted. It's picked off on the play by Kalen Bullock. A second interception for this young player, a rookie out of SC.
Has 2 vets helping out. Jimmy Ward, sub-80 rate in 2024.
I can't stop moving. I keep seeing red. And red don't mean stop. Red mean go.
10 games played, that's back-to-back years with that many. They parted ways with safety Eric Murray, sub-90 rate, 10 passes defensed, that was a career high, 75 tackles.
Murray is able to catch this. He catches it off the back.
Welcomed safety CJ Gardner-Johnson, who had 6 INTs for the champs last year.
Or you go, holla flame slate. Hold on. Or you can go, don't try him slate.
The only facet on the defensive side that really lacked was their run defense. Top 10 in yards per carry is good, but they were giving up 4.3 a run, so they can be stingier. If their starting 3 linebackers stay on the field all year, they could be. Azeez Al-Shire, 70 tackles.
Chandler runs into Al-Shire.
Would have been a triple-digit tackle guy, but just 11 games. Lost a few to a Sarcastaball call. Come on, Azeez, don't you have matrix buttons on your gloves? Linebacker Christian Harris only played 3 games. He's a tackle monster playmaker. Combine them with Henry T, a 100-plus tackle guy last year, and they'd be cooking with gas, as they say.
Bounces around, and Henry Toa. And what a start for this Texans defense.
He's not going to say his last name, is he? Kaimi Fairbarn kicking it for him again. 36 of 42 on field goal attempts. A little sketchy, so was his playoff toe. But he was Curry-like from beyond the arc, going 13 for 16 from 50-plus.
Here's the kick by Fairbairn. Has the distance, and it's good!
So a quick look at their O-face on paper. CJ and Nico are the knowns. Tank, it's a matter of when is he 100% again. Can Kirk rebound? He's no Diggs. That's a marginal downgrade. Don't get too riled up over it. Do one or more of those rooks emerge in their first years at wide receiver? Mixon's still back there toking it. Didn't mess with their front 7 on defense. Why would you? Rankins is new, sort of, but doesn't replace anyone. Anderson and the QB hunter, one of the best 1-2 punches you're going to find. That linebacking trio gives them a good second level too. At the 3rd level, added Gardner-Johnson at safety. That makes them better. They're leaning on dudes they know well. Stingley, Petrie, Lassiter represent one of the best cornerback trios in the game. What's the worst that could happen? They lose to all the teams on their schedule with over-unders at their mark or better, plus lose to Indianapolis and Jacksonville on the road. Their 2025 path isn't an easy one, thus a 7-10 type year is in play. The best case sees them dominate inside their division, get 1 win out in LA, and take Denver and Tampa Bay at home. That gets them to 12 wins, Attainable if Stroud and the passing attack are clicking all year. 12 is too rich for the Bags' blood, but double-digit wins is not. Need to take care of most of their interdivision business to do it. Their roster still has so much young talent that's yet to peak. Just need healthy pass catchers.
Another day, another opportunity, man. Let's go out here and be great.
Jacksonville Jaguars, the rope across their 2025 swimming pool pulled across at 7.5 wins.
Let's have some fun, man. Pick this up. Come on, we're good. We're good.
It's what happens when you go 4-13 and have to clean house.
Yeah, boy!
What an off-season in Duval. They were the headliners of this year's draft. Big move up to take the NFL Shohei, maybe? Jacksonville needed help on both sides of the ball. Makes Travis Hunter the ultimate bargain.
Off the charts elite ball skills. This catch against North Dakota State was ridiculous, and you see it over and over again, him go up and get it. Now, how's Trevor Lawrence going to enjoy this? A quick little hitch here, and let him break a tackle, and off he goes, run after catch.
Jaguars stayed in state for their next head coach, snagging Liam Cohen from the Bucs.
Let's go! Let's go!
Figured if he could make Baker great again, maybe he can do the same to the prince who was promised.
Let's go! Let's go!
That's still one of the weirdest nicknames. Trevor Lawrence, more Spicoli rolling out of the van again last year.
Hero Dickerson!
Thus the need for a new Mr. Hand to try and inspire him.
Halo Bo Jackson!
He only played 10 games, but even when Lawrence was on the field,
hey, Hero Walter Payton!
He wasn't playing at the highest levels. And he's now finished with a sub-90 rate in 3 of his 4 years in the league. Offense, in turn, has lots of room for improvement this year.
He is caught at the 30. He did not get there.
Last year, 26th in points per game, 25th in yards per game, 24th in turnovers.
Safety!
Lawrence does have an A-level wideout to work with if he can fulfill his promise.
Can't guard me, man.
Brian Thomas going for 1,200 plus yards as a rookie with their passing attack being what it was.
Got a man at Brian Thomas Jr. 50 in the Colts territory, 35.
Was beyond impressive.
5 touchdowns.
Thomas was the only key playmaker to put in a full day's work or full season's worth.
Caught for the touchdown. Brian.
Evan Ingram, Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis all hit the shelf for stretches. None of them are coming back. Kirk left on an 8-game year. Gabe is out after only giving him 10 outings.
Now you've just got to finish and make that catch.
Welcome to Diami, or Duval in this case. Diami Brown comes over from Washington, only 300 plus yards, but came on strong at the end of the season.
Wide open! Diami Brown! Touchdown! Touchdown Washington!
No more Evan Ingram. Production went from 900 plus yards to 300 plus year over year.
They're so excited that he is healthy and he's back.
His absence did allow Brenton Strange some time, 400 plus yards in his second season.
Whips it out right and it's caught.
And Parker Washington was the other beneficiary of the injury situation.
Yeah, Park. Dunk on his ass.
He came close to 400 yards in his sophomore campaign.
Parker Washington just brought it all the way back.
Jaguars O-line that's supposed to set them all up. Jacksonville, 7th fewest sacks allowed. 5th lowest pressure rate given up.
Fire toward the back of the end zone. That ball's going to be caught.
Yet they were ranked 23rd by PFF.
Getting pressure. Calais Campbell's got him.
Lawrence, the 7th fastest on snap to throw, so that was part of it.
Gonna get hit, gonna go down.
But they were dinged as run blockers. Travis Etienne started his career with back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons.
Into the end zone, touchdown, and Jacksonville strikes first.
Then 3.7 a run, 558 yards in his year 3.
Up to goal. He falls out. It's rolling into the end zone.
Tank Bigsby was far more explosive for them.
Into the open field, 45, 40.
Bigsby over 700 plus yards, 7 touchdowns, 4.6 a run.
Touchdown! Tank Bigsby!
That cast of characters is in charge of rewriting their offensive script. Jags defense, kind of like the Star Wars prequel trilogy.
No one's ever done this?
Plenty of A-level actors, but if the director doesn't know how to use them, you end up with, I don't like sand, it's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere.
Let's have fun, bro.
Points per game, 27th.
And to the front pylon, he's in for a touchdown.
Yards per game, 31st.
Downfield, he's got Tyree.
Third down, 25th.
Bricks attacker to the 5.
Passer rating allowed, 31st.
Touchdown, Nico Collins.
Passing yards per game allowed, 32nd.
And he's into the end zone.
Take the P out of pass defense and you have an accurate description of their 2024 secondary.
Caught in the back of the end zone.
Not like they had help from the guys down in front.
It's a downfield for Alec Pierce. He's got it.
28th in sacks, 30th in pressure rate.
CJ backing up deep, looking, he's in trouble.
Maybe turn the blitz dial up a little, last in blitz percentage.
Throws downfield.
Caught by Nico.
Oh, and not great at stopping the run.
Josh Jacobs up the middle, barrels to the end zone.
Being 12th in yards per carry allowed isn't as impressive if you're still giving up 4.4 a run.
Right up the gut, he's inside the 5, cuts to his right, into the end zone.
So let's start up front. Have to be able to get more from a pass rush that features Josh Allen Hines and Trayvon Walker.
Let go. Let go.
Walker heads into his year 4 off a 10.5 sack 2024.
That young boy can't be with.
10 the year before, too.
Trayvon is into the end zone.
Hines Allen, 8 trips home a year ago. Did he say those both the right way? 8's okay, but he had 17.5 in 2023. Sure, more double teams, but that's a big drop.
Hurts, pressure coming, and Hines Allen buries him.
DT's Tyler Lacey, who started 8 games in his second year, and Davon Hamilton are run-stopper type guys.
Hey, let's do our part, baby.
Their linebackers aren't the sack types either. Devin Lloyd was moved to the middle, 113 tackles, has triple digits all 3 years in the show.
Pressure coming, he gets drilled with the ball in his hand.
Foye Oluokun, 5 years in a row with 100-plus tackles, despite being moved. Go line him up in the basement next to Milton if you want. He's still tackling a C-note's worth.
And the Jags get a takeaway outside the 20-yard line.
Youngster Vontrell Miller had 80 tackles in his second year.
And Ventrell Miller makes the play.
They also have at least one DB they're very excited about, Jarian Jones. Sub-90 rate allowed, nice 8 passes defense, 2 sacks, and he was a rookie, deserved more pub.
What a play. Jarian Jones undercuts that route.
Cisco Kid, no longer a friend of Jacksonville's. Not sure if Andre drinks port, but he'll do it somewhere else. The safety held quarterbacks to a sub-80 rate. Solid dude for them the last few years.
Tough by Cisco.
They added safety Eric Murray, Texans last year, sub-90 rate, 10 passes defense. That was a career high, 75 tackles.
Murray is able to catch this. He catches it off the back.
The rest of their DBs they have gave up rates north of 100, so they were all part of the problem.
And Pierce again makes another circus catch.
All in position to rebound then. Tyson Campbell, Monteric Brown, Darnell Savage, Antonio Johnson all had Jar Jar-like performances.
He's got him in stride at the 30.
New to the cornerback room, Jordan Lewis, former Cowboy, 90 rate allowed last year, solid, 70-plus tackles. And, of course, Hunter can help here, too.
115 plays per game. Just think about that. And right now, I'm just wondering, Champ Bailey, all those other guys who could have, Charles Woodson, did they feel like they were born too soon, Joel, for them to be utilized like this young man will be utilized in the NFL?
Their rookie kicker, on the other hand, can only improve a little year to year. Cam, 27 for 29 on field goal tries, 27 for 27 on extra points, and 5 for 6 from deep. Come on, man, work with me here.
He drilled it!
Jags offense under new management with Cohen calling the shots. Lawrence now has a Hunter Thomas 1-2 punch to work with. De'Ami Brown, Washington fill things out. Strange for Ingram, shouldn't hurt being Ingram didn't give them much last year. Additions to the front 7 without many subtractions. Walker and Hines Allen can be spelled by Emmanuel Ogbah, 5-sack guy the last 2 years. Lloyd, Foye, and Miller represent a nice second level. And in back, Murray for Cisco, Lewis for Darby, Hunter added. Those are the changes. Would appear they're better off, but this is still an X-factor group for them. If Jacksonville were to lose to every team on its schedule that had a higher over-under and Indianapolis on the road, this is what it looks like, a 6-win floor. Houston, Arizona, Cincinnati, San Francisco, Denver, Kansas City, both LA teams, all with higher 2025 expectations, so this isn't an easy slate they're staring at. If Lawrence has a breakout year under Cohen, their home fortunes could turn, which would involve a split with Houston. They take out Arizona and Denver at home, get wins against Seattle and one LA team. That puts the ceiling at 11 wins. I do think they bounce back and go in the right direction to the tune of at least 8 wins. Not sure they're ready for double-digit territory just yet, but Lawrence's potential certainly warrants those expectations from fans in Freddie D's old stomping grounds. If he still lives there, who knows?
To be able to show what type of team we are when it gets tight. You guys showed exactly what we should be every week in this league.
Tennessee Titans 3-14 in 2024, which ended up landing them the number 1 pick in the draft. Why not us, Tighten Up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's been several recent cases of the numero uno flipping the script for a team in the blink of an eye.
Let's have a day, Chris. Let's go.
See Jaden Daniels, CJ Stroud, for example.
We gotta get this going.
So why not Cam Ward?
He's going to be able to expand the playbook, not only the play as it's designed, but his ability to extend and create as well. And it's ironic, CD, that as he mentioned the other day, he gets to go play with his favorite players and Calvin Ridley and company, who he shouted out the other night.
And make no bones about it, Tennessee's script needs at least flipping.
Another opportunity. Come out and show what each one of y'all are capable of.
18 points per game on offense, 26th in yards per game.
Throws it backwards. It's loose on the ground. Let's scramble for it.
Even Quagmire didn't give it up as often as the Titans did. Most turnovers in the NFL.
Intercepted!
Giggity indeed. Passing attack, second most interceptions.
Levis swallowed up, gets rid of it at the last second, and it is intercepted.
Will Levis having to dodge that Mayo company this offseason. We want our $2 back.
Throws it backwards. It's loose on the ground. Let's scramble for it.
13 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, a low 80s rate.
It's intercepted.
Wouldn't take much to improve Tennessee's aerial game year over year.
He's going to get sacked again.
Their O-line has a ton of room for improvement. They were a big part of the problem.
Here comes Hunter. And Daniil with a sack on Levis.
PFF said their O-line was 3rd worst in 2024. The 2nd highest pressure rate, 52 sacks allowed.
Ball is out. Come on, the ground, battle for it, and the Bears got it at the very end.
Got guard Kevin Zeitler to leave Detroit, one of the better guards going. Got left tackle Dan Moore to leave Pittsburgh. Just beware, he gave up 16 sacks last year, had some pylon games in there, so he has to rebound big time.
Jeff, I'm gonna take a shot at it, all right?
If they get better O-line play and it leads to better QB play, then the question is, do they have enough playmakers?
Deep to Calvin Ridley, caught!
Calvin didn't need Hobbs to go for 1,000 yards. I mean, I don't know, maybe he sees him. That's back-to-back K seasons for Ridley. No more Nick Westbrook-Akine led the team with 9 touchdowns.
50, 40,
Slotting in for him, former Seahawk Tyler Lockett, who comes in off a 600-yard year.
I lost my helmet. That ain't it. Bowie, can you help me find my helmet?
Added Van Jefferson from Pittsburgh. He hasn't done much in his career yet. Neither has Treylon Burks. He's still in the mix, though.
Great start to it. We got the momentum. Let's go.
Tight end Chig Okonkwo heads into his 4th year off a 52-catch, 479-yard showing.
Inside the 35-30, 25-20. He may go.
Tyler Boyd just 390 yards, fewest he's had since 2017. Tony Pollard had over 40 catches, but only 238 receiving yards. More effective on the ground, where he went for 1,000 plus.
He's away at the 15 to the 10.
He's been good for more than 1,000 3 years in a row.
A race to the end zone. He's in for the touchdown.
Titans defense now gave up 27 points per game. Only 2 teams gave up more.
Brees Hall!
26th in the red zone, 22nd on third down.
Makes the turn to the end zone. He's in for the touchdown.
So they have just as much work to do, right?
Touchdown to the end zone, yes sir.
Well, not exactly. It's a complicated case, Maud. Lots of ins, lots of outs, a lot of strands to keep in your head, man.
Some restless murmuring among the crowd here.
Remember, offense led the league in turnovers. Tennessee allowed the second fewest yards per game in 2024.
Let's go.
And sure, they faced the second fewest plays, but they held teams to 5.2 yards per play, 8th lowest.
It's another 3 and out for the Buffalo offense.
Only 2 defenses had it tougher when it came to average starting field position. That impacted what their pass defense looked like too. Gave up a high rate tied to giving up a lot of TD passes while facing the fewest pass attempts of any team.
Into the end zone, going up and making a bid on the ball is Michael Pittman Jr.
But they held quarterbacks under 7 yards per attempt, top 7 good.
Hooker 40, Hooker 30.
And every team would be happy to hold a quarterback to 177 yards. Imagine how much tougher they could be if cornerback L'Jarius Sneed plays more than 5 games, too.
Boy, excellent tackle by L'Jarius Sneed. He's going to end up losing yardage.
Sneed, cornerback Chidobe Awuzie, and safety Quandre Diggs all missed significant chunks of time last year. Safety Amani Hooker also missed a few games, but he comes off a nice season that saw him pick off a career-high 5 passes, held quarterbacks to a sub-70 rate. He'll pair with safety Xavier Woods, who had a nice showing in 2024, over 100 tackles, 3 INTs, played the pass well.
Throwing on the run, and it's intercepted!
They love corner Jarvis Brownlee, faced the most targets on the team, a pick, 9 passes defensed, 75 tackles, 7 of them for a loss, all as a rookie.
Oh, intercepted! He threw it right past Mechie.
Cornerback Roger McCreary needs to rebound a little heading into his year 4. He gave up a rate north of 100 a year ago, held quarterbacks to an 80 rate the year before.
Roger McCreary coming up from the secondary.
No buts when it comes to Tennessee's pass rush. They need to come up with a way to drop more quarterbacks, 29th in sacks with just 32, 28th in pressure rate.
Herbert looking, throwing for Quentin. Caught, touchdown!
And they won't have their sack leader from the last few years, Harold Landry, 9 trips home in 2024, 9+ in 4 of his last full 5 years.
Sacked! Back at the 25, Landry again!
Added Draymond Jones in his place. 13 QB hits is a solid number for a D lineman in a 3-4.
Purdy is sacked from behind by Draymond Jones.
Arden Key came up with 6.5 off the other edge, 6 to 6.5 bags for him, 3 of his last 4 seasons.
The ball out and Goff able to roll over.
Jeffrey Simmons, 5 QB takedowns, that many or more 4 straight years.
He is swarmed and dropped.
Their inside guys are more about stopping the run. Sebastian Joseph Day, 44 tackles, 2.5 sacks.
Feeling the pocket collapse, a pump, and down he goes.
T'Vondre Sweat looking to build off a nice rookie year that saw him make 50 tackles in the trenches.
Oh my gosh! The left club to Shaq Mason.
Picked up in the second round to mitigate his departure.
Nola Dejo is someone who was an off-the-ball linebacker who moved to the edge later in the year, and that's when he got the attention of the NFL because there was burst.
Tennessee's front, though, does need to improve their run-stopping abilities. They gave up 4.5 a run.
Big hole right up the middle, 35-30.
No more Jack Gibbons at linebacker, only 10 games in his 3rd year of NFL play. No more Kenneth Murray, 3.5 sacks, 95 tackle dude a year ago.
Now the pocket collapsing, and down he goes.
So plug in Cody Barton, 100+ tackles, 3 years in a row.
Simeon's pass is intercepted, picked off by Cody Barton.
Maybe a youngster like Otis Reese takes the other spot. Barton for Murray is a pretty even swap production-wise. It should be anyway. Jones for Landry is a downgrade, but if Oladejo produces, that too balances out at least. Simmons, Sweat, and Joseph Day make a nice front 3. In back, Woods represents an upgrade over Diggs based on the year he left off of. Snead playing all year in a Wouzier spot would be a big boost. Picked up Kevin Winston in the 3rd round, too. He could rotate in at safety. And back to their playmaker room, Ward gets the green stamp taking over for Levis. Lockett for Westbrook-Akine seems like a push. Ridley, Pollard, Chig fill the picture out. I imagine how Ward goes, so will go the Titans season. If he were to go the route of Bryce Young, say, start rough, it could be really rough. So everyone on their slate is staring at them seeing a W. 2-win floor, which could lead to another number 1 pick. What if Ward is more like Jaden Daniels, though? They split their division games, hold court against Seattle and New England at home, get road wins versus Las Vegas and Arizona, 8 wins as a ceiling, which was what we thought Daniels' ceiling was, and look how that turned out. So here, Titan fans, my gift to you and Cam, 5 wins at most. There was no logical reason for Washington to flip the script, or so we thought. No reason for you to do it either. Let's meet back here next year and laugh about how wrong I was again. Indianapolis Colts, their 2025 bar has been placed at 7.5 wins after an 8-9 2024 that left them hitting the reset button again.
Back at home today. Gotta get the dough. Gotta get it. Back in the crib.
Having ants is usually a problem, like that couple on that commercial. They have them, and they aren't getting any alone time with their house infested like that. But the ant that's cruising Lucas Oil Stadium looking for crumbs is supposed to facilitate plenty of afternoon delights, not prevent them.
He's got it! Touchdown! A bomb! 60 yards!
Anthony Richardson, take 3. Not sure how many more takes they're going to give him at this point, but he needs to guide their offense to more points. Under 23 per game last year, and he wasn't part of it all the time. Not good on 3rd down or in the red zone. Only a few teams turned the ball over more. Richardson's 12 INTs part of the problem.
Gonna take a shot, heaves it for the end zone.
Rainbows deep down the right side, intercepted by the Packers, and there is your dagger.
But how about the Richardson to Alec Pierce combo? Ant led the NFL in yards per completion. Pierce led it in yards per catch, over 800 yards, career high, 7 TDs as he heads into his year 4.
Shotgun snap for Richardson, backs the throw, looking left. Fires into the end zone. It is a touchdown.
They have a nice whiteout trio, 800-plus yards in 2024. That's 3 straight years with 800-plus.
Flacco, 5-step drop, throws off his back foot into the end zone, going up and making a bid on the ball is Michael Pittman Jr. Touchdown! And that's going to be it.
Josh Downs, 800-plus yards as well, 770-plus in both years in the league.
Throws over the middle, caught inside the 5, and diving for the goal line is Josh Downs for a touchdown. A 10-yard laser over the middle from Richardson.
And they have high hopes for Adonai Mitchell, 300-plus yards in his rookie year.
Richardson looking long. Richardson has a man. It's caught. A.D. Mitchell reeled it in.
They need more from their tight end position. Kyle Granson and Mo Alley Cox combined for just 329 yards, which is why they were stoked to find Tyler Warren hanging around at the 14th pick.
A fun player to watch. If you watch college football, and Joel, you jump in here pretty early because the way they use this guy, I mean, he was the offense. You can put him back in the Wildcat. Here he's snapping the ball and going out down the field against USC on a trick play. Watch the catch as he goes up and makes that adjustment.
That's illegal in the Turkey Bowl, guys. You can't do that in the Turkey Bowl.
Unbelievable. How about the one-handed catch on an underthrown ball and then absorb the contact?
They need more from their passing attack in general. 727 run-pass split. Fred Flintstone couldn't pick that off.
This is going to be a double pass. They throw it, complete it, throw it back to Richardson. It's going to be intercepted.
Of course, when you have JT and Richardson, you expect plenty of runs. Jonathan Taylor has been in the league 5 years, played in 14 games in 3 of them, 1,100-plus yards, 1,800-plus, and 1,400-plus last year. 4.4 or better every year in the league, kind of a slacker.
They feed into the belly of Jonathan Taylor. Big run, breaks it out. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's got one man to beat. He may go 10, 5, touchdown! 65 yards!
Richardson, the other key runner, 499 rushing yards in 11 games, 6 TDs.
Stiff arms his way into the end zone. Touchdown! I-N-D-Y.
Colts' offensive issues weren't just ant-related. Their O-line, aside from stud guard Quentin Nelson, just couldn't stay healthy last year. All 5 expected 2025 starters are returnees. Didn't give up a lot of sacks, but gave up the 24th highest pressure rate.
He steps to his left. Richardson in trouble. And Richardson's going to be sacked. Will Anderson Jr. and Daniil Hunter get him. The ball comes out. There's a scrum for it.
7th fewest sacks taken, though, so, It's not just Indy's O-face that needs to look better, though. Defense gave up 25 a game, 29th in yards per game allowed, 30th on third down, 23rd in the red zone, and didn't take the ball away very often.
He throws to the end zone, and Addison caught it! Touchdown!
Pass defense gave up 7.6 yards per attempt, not good. A 95 rating, not good. 30th in completion percentage allowed. 26th in yards per game allowed.
Breece Hall makes the catch, runs left at the 20, at the 10, he's at the 5, touchdown!
They need more from their pass rush, 25th in sacks, 23rd in pressure rate.
Bo Nix looks right, throws a fade. He's got the wide open receiver in the end zone. That is a touchdown, Denver, and that is Cortland Sutton.
Got 9.5 bags from Samson Ebukam in 2023, 0 in 2024 because he was hurt all year. Also didn't get a full year from DeForest Buckner.
And they get to him. DeForest Buckner, the All-Pro, in the middle of that Colts defensive front.
6.5 sacks in 12 games. They got 15 games from Kwity Paye along with 8 QB drops. He's been good for 8+ back-to-back years.
Kwity Paye, the exclamation point for the Colts.
They have Laiatu Latu coming off a good rookie year, 4 sacks off the bench, lots of pressures.
It's the rookie Latu with his 3rd sack of the year.
And Grover Stewart in the middle comes off a career high in tackles with 74 plus 3.5 sacks.
Grover Stewart just completely dominates his guy right through Garrett Bradbury.
They have Samson Ebukam. He missed all of 2024 hurt, but he had 9.5 sacks the year before. And they drafted JT Tuimoloau in the 2nd round.
You talk about a guy that can get after it. And I know the production wasn't there all the time, but boy, he can wreck a game. You just go back a couple of years to what he was able to do against Penn State in State College.
Indy feels it has the proper talent up front and in the back. Need it to work off each other better. Safety Nick Cross went for 140 plus tackles, 3 picks.
There was nobody really to threaten him in the flat, so he dropped back to support and just read it perfectly.
Their safeties didn't fare well against the pass last year. They let safety Julian Blackman go, picked off 3, also gave up a rate near 110.
Was that picked? Whoa. Julian Blackman.
New in the back, Cameron Bynum, close to 100 tackles, 3 INTs, low 60s rate, 10 passes defense.
Intercepted! Yes!
New face at corner, too. Charvarius Ward was with Frisco last year.
Incomplete, looking for Jefferson. Nice coverage on the play by Charvarius Ward.
Nice resume, but didn't have the best 2024. He will join Jalen Jones. 12 passes defensed, a nice 80 rate.
How about the peanut punch from Jalen Jones? Gets a nice little jab with the right hand and knocks that ball out. That is a huge play.
Corner Juju Brents lost his year 2 to injury. They hope for a rebound there. And Kenny Moore, who held it down to an 82 rate, 3 pick.
What a hurdle to finish off that interception by Kenny Moore.
Colts rush defense, top 10 in yards per carry allowed at 4.2. Not terrible, but not elite. They have the NFL's top tackler in Zaire Franklin, 170 plus, along with 3.5 sacks and 5 forced fumbles.
Everything that we went through the season, you're going to remember this one the most. Yeah. You're going to remember the last one the most. You're going to remember how you responded the most, bro. Yeah. Let's respond, bro. Let's show these we made of. Let's go. Hey, 1 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Lost linebacker EJ Speed and his 140 tackles. That's a lot of tackles to replace.
He's going nowhere. EJ Speed has been all over the place.
They like linebacker Jalen Carleys, who got in 10 games, 6 starts as a rookie.
Looking in trouble, and down he goes at the 10. Jalen Carleys with his first NFL sack.
So all 7 of their expected front 7 starters are returnees. Ebukam and Tuimoloau represent represent new blood. Buckner staying healthy is key. Behind them, the change at free safety, they should be happy with Bynum if he keeps trending the way he has been. Jones and Moore being joined by Ward at corner. And as for the offensive playmakers, JT is still the star. What can that pass-catching group provide? Pierce, Pittman, Downs, Mitchell, and a shiny new tight end in Warren. So much hinges on whether Richardson morphs from worker ant to queen status. If he doesn't, this is what it could look like. They only win games against teams at home who they share a 7.5 win over-under mark with. That's just Vegas, Atlanta, and Jacksonville, with Tennessee being the one team with a lower over-under. They have a really tough road slate in theory, 4 wins as their floor. If Richardson morphs into an A-level dual-threat dude, it would flip a lot of home games into wins, and instead of flailing inside the division, they dominated. They could reach 11 wins. Taking a look inside the bag doesn't look like a 4-win team, but not sure they can hit 8 either. It's all Richardson. If he turns out to be a hit, they should win 9+ easy, but if he's sort of what we've seen, then they're a meddling squad.